Hi, everyone. I'm super, super, super sorry that I'm late. I was talking with people off air, doing that kind of stuff. I realize I have to change my setup. So one second. I need to move over to my other desk. Let me switch out my stuff. I hope everyone's having a good night, morning, wherever the heck you guys are. I'm also gonna have to switch my microphones. Where is this? Okay, I haven't painted in a while. Have not painted in forever. Okay, microphone, audio. Okay, microphone, roadcaster. Let's do blue snowball. Okay, cool. Can you guys hear me? All right, well, I hope you can, because if not, I don't know. You all screwed. I see my little thing moving, so I mean, that's good. Sometime tomorrow, I'm gonna have to do a P.O.Box stream on my main channel. I don't know when, because I don't know what time I'm going to sleep. So there's that. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am just awake. And yeah. So we are gonna do a painting stream, because I haven't painted in forever, and I don't know if you guys get this way, but I definitely get this way. I have to be working and doing something, and when I don't paint for a long time, it frustrates me to my very core. Oh, what's up, Rhino? Rhino, you want to come on and hang out? We haven't talked in a while. We'll have to keep it not I don't know, not off-air conversations. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you're like a YouTuber, you have off-air conversations. It's fun. But hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm super excited, guys. All of those Halloween paintings that I did are in an art show, or going to be in an art show. And I'm, oh, Rhino, you want to come hang out? Cool, man. I'll send you the link in a second. I'm just getting my setup. Alrighty. I'm just going to send it to you right now while I'm still at the computer. Okay, Rhino. Why does your... There we go. All right, I sent it to you. Alrighty. Okay, let me get all of this. Let's see. You guys notice I didn't even do an intro, because I was like, fuck that. I made you guys wait way too long. I'm going to have to switch up my setup a little bit. Too much shit around me. Okay. Get off. There is so much dust on this. I might have to use just like a different palette tonight, because this is full of sawdust stuff. Oh, that's still wet. That's fun. Maybe I can use this. I'm just lazy. I don't want to get another stuff. Oh, I need to clean my... I have so much stuff I need to do. I need to clean all my brushes, but I just ordered new soap, which should be coming in soon. Honestly, I really need to get a new easel, but I have all my cool stickers on this one, and I don't want to reorder new stickers. I'm gonna have to get my iPad up or something so I can see the chat over here. Anna. Oh, hey, Anna, saw you on Nick's stream. Oh, what's up, dude? Yeah, I was over on Nick's stream. Nick's streams are fun. I felt bad because I was kind of like a zombie in the beginning of it. And then I was like, you know what? I had some alcohol and it woke me right up. But I realized, like, this is how fucking nerdy I was. I realized, I'm like, oh, it's Friday night and I'm on the couch with my dog watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And I'm like, I should probably go interact with humans, because Peaches, he's like, what are you doing tonight? And I was like, oh, I don't know, because he's out of town. And so he's like, oh, you gonna go do something? And I was like, when do I ever do something? And he's like, well, you did leave the house today. And I was like, I did. I went to the post office and the supply warehouse for shipping. I went and got shipping supplies, because guys, stuff is like getting printed. It's exciting. You guys haven't yet go back my calendar. Very happy about it. Think it's gonna be fun time. Also, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I do Q&As over there, and somebody asked me about like doing art stuff, and I was like, yeah, I need to do more. And they were like, we want to see you do more videos. Backer number 1031. Well, I would have you know, Holocron Fox Library, that all of the, if you order the Battle Worn tier, all of those are going out. I have the last, like, I ran out of mailers, so I had to wait until they came back in stock. And so they came back in stock yesterday, so I was able to pay for them. And for whatever reason, if you ship them, they'll let you order it in the same day. Well, not order, but they let you pay for it, and then you get it the next day. And then if you go to just pick it up, because it literally is a few towns over from me, and I'm like, and you obviously don't have to pay for shipping, because shipping's like $100, and I'm like, or I could just get in my car and drive for 15 minutes and be there and get it. So, yeah. So I just did that. You might be able to get the stickers off. Homeboy, these are like covered in paint. I mean, they're already kind of like this new one. I wish I wouldn't have put it on because it's like peeling. But I don't know. It is what it is at this point. I just need to order new ones. It's fine. Where is my other phone? Okay, here it is. How's the new truck? I like it a lot. At first, I was kind of irritated. So here's the thing. It does not charge my phone, or it doesn't, the little outlets on it don't work when the truck is not on. Like, the engine has to be on. And I'm like, that fucking sucks. Like, that really irritated me. Because I'm like, what if we're fucking camping? I can't just have my truck not, like, on and, like, the engine running the entire time. So I was really irritated by that. But Pete just looked into it. He's like, oh, I can just, like, hook up this wire and I should be able to fix it. And I was like, see, this is why boys are clutch. This is why every woman needs to have a boy in her life that can do stuff like that. But it's good. It's good. I'm warming up to it. I'm getting used to it since my old truck was super old. The brakes didn't work that well, so now I'm like having to adjust having normal brakes. Speaking of that, what's up, Rhino?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, man? Long
yeah,
time.
good. It's been a long time, yes.
What's new with you?
You've just changed it back. Good. Not much really. Just working, hanging out, watching Andor.
Oh yeah, that fun, lively show that is so full of excitement and joy.
Yeah, I was talking about you on Casual Rage this week because you and I are viewing it very much the same way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Like, that was totally supposed to be one movie, and they're like, let's do a show.
Yeah, well, when they originally announced that they were doing a series, they said that they were going to do 5 seasons, and then it's been cut down to now 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the breakdown for it. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you.
I haven't, no.
Because what they're doing is, g'day chat, by the way, how you doing? What they're doing this season is taking place over the course of a year, and it's 5 BBY, right?
Mm-hmm.
Season 2, the first 3 episodes takes place between 4 BBY and 3 BBY. The next 3 episodes take place between 3 BBY and 2 BBY. The next 3 episodes, they've basically broken down the whole second season, and they're doing it over the last 4 years, building up to Andor.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so that's going to be a mess by the sounds of things.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't care about anyone.
Yeah.
I'm
and
like, like the most interesting thing that they had going for them, I felt like, was that Kern guy, because I'm like, this dude was literally just doing his job. Somebody showed up and murdered his coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and I tweeted about that, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're racist. You're supporting Nazis." And I'm like, "No, the guy like literally didn't do anything wrong. Like they made the villain in this case the good guy." It's hilarious how out of touch they are.
You're talking about Cyril, yeah? The guy that keeps eating cereal with his mum?
Kern, yeah, isn't that his name?
Nah, Cyril.
His name's Cyril?
His name's Cyril, and we've seen 3 scenes of him eating cereal. It's so
Don't
funny.
you love how his like mom and him look nothing alike? Like he's the whitest dude ever, and his mom's like Hispanic.
Yeah, she almost looks Italian or something.
Maybe it's because I'm from California. Everyone kind of looks Hispanic to me.
Hispanic, yeah. Man, it's I don't know. Star Wars is a mess.
Understatement of the century.
Yeah. Are you watching are you gonna go see Black Adam?
I saw the ending scene with Henry, and that was all I needed to watch.
That's enough? That's why I asked, because I was wondering if you were actually gonna go see it.
I mean, I might, like, if Peaches wants to go see it with me, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to see it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I was watching, he turned on that Jungle Cruise movie with The Rock.
Yeah.
And I was packaging up orders, so I was like, all right, this is fine. Like, it's his turn to pick the movie anyway. And so I just had, like, he fell asleep, and I was watching it or listening to it. And I was like, it was okay and, like, cheesy. Like, they really forced, like, that her brother is gay in it. And, like, the joke is that, like, The Rock doesn't know he's gay, and then he tells him, and I'm like, bitch, everyone fucking knows you're gay. Like, it's no mystery, man. Like, stop. But
I haven't even seen it.
Okay, well, it's okay until the trees turn into conquistadors and try to kill them. Like that, I was like, all right, this is a little too much.
I feel like everything that The Rock is in, though, is just he's The Rock being The Rock as, like, a character.
That's exactly what it is.
And I'm starting to get over it. Like, yeah, there's been some good movies. Like, I liked Jumanji. I thought that was decent. I thought Skyscraper was horrible.
I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's even hard to think of some of the other things that he's been in. But yeah.
I don't know. I think that if he would have been, instead of Black Adam, Lex Luthor, because he looks like Lex Luthor from the Superman animated series, and I'm like, just have him and Henry Cavill.
That's true.
And I was like, that would be fucking awesome.
I never really pictured the Lex Luthor being like this big dude, though.
Didn't you watch Superman the animated series?
No, like I see what you're saying. Like, yeah, definitely. He's definitely big in that. But I view Lex Luthor like what's his name? Why am I blanking on his name?
Gene Hackman?
Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
That's my picture of Lex.
That's a lot of people's, but I mean, the animated series were popular, and I think that would be, I mean, if they want to go off of like some kind of source material, at least that's good ones. Like, don't go off of the shitty stuff.
Well, see, I thought Ben Affleck's Batman was very much like, he's got that animated shape, like very square in the shoulders. I thought he was a good Batman.
Hated him.
Really?
I hate Batfleck with a burning passion.
Who's your favorite Batman?
Well, Kevin Conroy, but
yeah.
I know everyone always wants live action, but when I think of Batman, I think of the animated version.
Fair enough.
When he's actually like in the bat suit, I would say Christian Bale, but I really like Michael Keaton, like when he's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
So, but I actually really liked the Robert Pattinson Batman.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, I really enjoyed it. There was stuff about it that I thought was like stupid, but
I think he did a good job. Like the emo stuff worked for him. And then him
Okay.
and Catwoman, they had really good chemistry. Much, much better than What's His Face and What's Her Face. Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, right.
Like there was no chemistry there.
Yeah.
But how come you haven't seen the Batman? It's good.
I just haven't had a chance to. Like obviously I didn't see it at the theater, but is that out on like streaming or something now, or
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
what's our HBO? I think HBO for us is Binge.
No,
Let
you
me
guys
see.
don't have HBO.
No, I got
That's
Binge.
weird.
Let me see if it's on here. The Batman.
When I was flying out to different places, I was flying on United, and so like the Batman was the only good movie that they had on there. So I've seen that movie like at least 6 times. And I got it down to like I'm like I know the timing of all this, so that way I can because of the plane.
Oh God, no, it's not on here yet. We got Batman, Keaton's Batman, got Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, Batman Returns. But it doesn't have the Batman, unfortunately.
No Batman.
All right, can you hear those fireworks?
Yeah, that was fireworks.
Yeah.
Is it like a holiday?
No, somebody's just letting off fireworks randomly.
Oh no.
My cats are going crazy though.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know.
So you need to tell me, this is totally off topic. When did the full Aussie come back and how come there was no announcement that I saw?
Well, we were announcing it. It came back came back a while ago now. But
Well, yeah, I saw you guys streaming it and I was like, what the fuck is this? Nobody told me. Nobody sent me a DM saying, hey, Anna, we got it back. I randomly came across it.
Through all my DMs, I failed to mention, sorry. But
you're just like, Anna, did you see this terrible show? I'm like, yes. You didn't give me any good news, man. What the hell?
But we're only doing it every fortnight because if we do it every week, we do it so late for us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we start at midnight my time and it goes to like obviously 2 or 3 in the morning. And doing that every Saturday was just too much. So we just decided to do it every second week. Lyndon's actually in America at the moment. So he's going to be doing the full Aussie with Steph probably there.
I saw that he's in Vegas, right?
Vegas, yeah.
That fucker didn't even tell me.
Yeah. But
what's he doing in America?
Well, they've got the meetup. They've got that
in Vegas?
No, it's going to be the Orlando meetup, the Friday Night Tights and Geeks and Gamers and that. So he decided to go over for it, and he's obviously spending some time in Vegas now. He's going to go to Orlando, I think, is his actual next stop, and then he's going to Hawaii for like a week or something before he comes back. Yeah. But yeah.
He should have come to California. Could have gone to Disneyland.
Yeah. Like, where's Universal?
In LA.
Okay, so he's going to Universal. I know that.
Which one? The one in Florida or the one in LA?
That I have no idea.
It's either Universal Studios Orlando or Universal Studios Hollywood. If he goes to the Universal Studios Hollywood, I'll go see him.
I'll let him know and I'll ask him. But I actually don't know which one he's going to.
That fucker didn't even call me.
That's the thing though. Like I wanna make my way over to America. Like maybe it'll probably take me 2 years just to catch up on everything. To be able to do it. But I want to meet so many people over there, and that's so many different destinations.
That's true. It's big country, man.
Yeah, it is. You were going to say it's a big city. You stopped
I was.
yourself.
I did. Because then I realized, I'm like, oh, it's more than just.
It's more than just a city.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's so funny, like, just going back to, like, entertainment stuff, I feel like there's nothing good. Did you I take that back, actually. There was, Top Gun Maverick. Have you seen that yet?
I did. I was kind of irritated that they wouldn't say who the bad guys were. And
Yeah,
then
okay.
I didn't like that they made it that Maverick like didn't do anything with his life. I mean, he was doing stuff, but I didn't like that he didn't like. He's had a lot of aspirations in the first movie, and so for him to just be a dude that his only thing in life was that Iceman had his back, so he didn't get kicked out of stuff. I thought that kind of sucked. And then the ending song pissed me off. I'm like, why aren't you playing Danger Zone? Like, I know that they played it in the movie, but I'm like, that needs to be your closing fucking song. And it was some chick singing some slow, ridiculous song, and I was like, this is bullshit.
I really liked it. I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But it was enjoyable, but there was things that like took me out of it. Like that one when he's like, where am I? And the kid's like, Earth. That was perfect. I was like, that's cute. But Jennifer Connelly did a good job.
Yeah, I agree.
And I definitely liked all the new people. Dude, those jet scenes are so good.
Weren't they? I went and saw it with my brother-in-law and my sister and you know, her kids and stuff. Mm-hmm. And like I like as they're pulling G's and stuff like this, because obviously it's real practical effects with them doing those in the planes. Like I'm pulling faces, like, oh my God, you can really feel the stress that they're going through. I thought that was excellent. But other than that, like the entertainment at the moment, like, have you been watching, like, did you watch any of She-Hulk?
I watched all of She-Hulk, unfortunately.
I didn't watch any of it.
Oh, good.
Like, I watch people's reviews and stuff. I've been watching yours and Disparu's and a few others. And did you watch Rings of Power?
I unfortunately did. That it's so bad. I love all the memes where Celeborn is like, where were you? And he's like, I was escaping you because you're an insufferable bitch. I love it. I'm like, okay, homeboy, like, I get it. I get why you're away. I mean, they totally forgot you so they could do this stupid half-assed romance shit, but
it's just so annoying. It's so stupid. Because the crazy thing is if they just actually made good entertainment, like, we'd love it. We'd probably be doing videos raving about it.
Yeah.
But instead, it's like, especially with the She-Hulk stuff, basically taking shots at YouTubers and...
Oh my God, that's so bad.
But the story was just like, what is this? What is the plot? What is the actual idea here?
It's idiots that don't know how to write.
Kind of feels the same way with Andor.
Well, I feel like there was a plot there, but because they had to stretch it out so much, it just got lost.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if this was like what I'm sure that they probably wanted to do a trilogy, which I'm like, you don't need to. Like, you definitely not for these characters. But
do you reckon Andor was one of those movies that they were going to do as like a Star Wars story?
100%. And then they're like, oh, Solo failed, so we're just going to turn this into a TV show because The Mandalorian did good. I'm like, Mandalorian's got baby fucking Yoda. What does Andor have? Nothing.
Yeah, but see, that's all Mandalorian's got. Like, I don't know. I have my issues with Mandalorian.
Like Mando, though.
Sorry?
A lot of normies like Mando.
Yeah.
So it's got that going for him.
Yeah.
But, the fact that, like, when you watch Boba Fett, it's like, oh, thank God Mandalorian showed up. It's so bad. They're so stupid.
Get 2 episodes of Mando in the middle of Boba Fett. Yeah.
But the baby.
Yes.
Little. he did the flippy and he got tired and slept on a rock. I still stand by what I said years ago. Just put Baby Yoda in a playpen and let him play with balls or like rattles and stuff, and that would make millions of dollars. Just do that.
Or eat spider eggs.
Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, then every chick that, loses her mind. Oh my God, he's eating the eggs. I'm like, well, a dumbass bitch left the baby without all of her babies without a lock on the freaking bag. Like, give me a break. It's like, hey, child, here's a thing of cookies. Don't eat them.
Star Wars is boring. I agree, Fritz.
Yeah, new shit is definitely.
Oh man, this last episode, the police brutality thing.
Oh my God, that was so stupid.
So stupid. I was like, the stormtrooper, like, this doesn't make sense. No real human or no real person in any universe would like do what that stormtrooper did.
No. And also, I'm like, he's clearly actually on a tourist planet or like in a touristy area. He would have, like, they would be interested in protecting tourism and the money that it brings in.
Mm-hmm.
And also, everything is on like hollow recordings. There would be a hollow recording of that. He wouldn't just be by himself with no representation in court.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
No idea. And this is the thing, like did you see the ratings for it? Have you seen how bad it is? Like how small
I saw
the demand
some
is?
of it. I didn't look too far into it because I've just been busy the past couple days.
Yeah.
But
the only people that
Ryan
are
was
watching
like
it,
tweeting about it and fighting with someone, and he's like, if you don't know what the fuck this is, you don't know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing about it is the only people that are actually, well, not the only people that are watching it, because I'm watching it, you're watching it, but like the only people that are watching it and actually liking it are the Disney, I call them the Disney seals, not the Disney shills, the Disney seals, because they just sit there and clap.
Yeah.
You know, they get a reference. Like, there's a channel out there, Grizzy. He gets reactions from people and he puts them up. And there's people out there, like, all they needed was the Palpatine name drop. You know how Yularen, when he's talking to the ISB people and he drops Palpatine's name, and all these people are like, oh my God, mouth wide open, like, oh, it's incredible. They said Palpatine. It's like, you're an idiot. Palpatine's in power. Not only are you going to hear his name, but you're probably going to see him as well. Like, relax. Crazy.
Well, it's people are easily entertained when they want to get stuff from Disney. They want to get special treatment.
Yep. 200 watt studio for $2 says, morning, Anna.
Oh, thank you for reading that. Good morning. Well, I don't know what time it is for you, but I guess it would be like afternoon for me based on my sleep schedule right now. What time is it there for you?
It's 9:20 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Saturday evening. Saturday morning for you, right? Or
I guess so.
Friday night still?
No, like it's after midnight, so it's Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And I don't get to watch cartoons in a few hours. It sucks. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just do it just to be a rebel. I'm going to watch Saturday cartoons. Oh, do you guys have Philosophy tonight or no?
No, next week.
Okay.
We invited you, but it's your birthday and Lethal's birthday.
Yeah, I'm going out of the town.
Yeah.
It's a birthday. You know why there's so many birthdays in October? Because 9 months before October is February. All of our parents had a fun Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, we're going to have babies in 9 months. And they're all going to be Scorpio heathens. It's the best kind of heathen to be, in my opinion. All right, what do I need? Okay, the eyeball color.
Did you end up finishing your Alice in Wonderland painting?
Don't remind me about that fucking thing.
Didn't.
So, you know what I realized is I'm I'm getting frustrated with that painting because it needs to be significantly bigger. It's too small of a canvas to capture everything. So what I think I'm going to do at the end, when I'm done with it, that'll be my study, my very high res study.
Oh yeah.
And I think I'm going to get a bigger canvas, like much bigger, and then do all of those paintings on a giant one. But I need to just I don't have space in here to do bigger paintings, which is why all of my paintings are so small. So me and Peaches, we've been talking about, like, he wants to remodel the house. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll rent like a studio space. That way, like, all of my shipping stuff will be there and whatnot. And I can actually have space to do stuff. And he's like, why don't you just why don't we just get you a bigger shed? And I was like, I need to go from one shed to another shed. He's like, yeah, but they have like nice sheds. So I might be upgrading to a bigger, nicer shed.
Nice.
That he will get electricity for me in it and insulation so I don't freeze during the winter.
Mm-hmm.
But once I have more space, I can do a bigger painting.
Expand. You were talking about wanting to get into a bigger space and wanting to expand a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm in like a shack.
Yeah.
You know.
That's
Which
cool,
it's
though.
fine when you're just doing like when you only need like a computer and stuff, but I have so much shit. Like I have shipping supplies, I have calendars, I have paintings and the painting desk and then space for all the art supplies. It's too much and I have to play Tetris just to get in and out of here. So it's not that part's not very fun.
No. Douglas, no, don't say that. He's saying they should do an R2 series. No. They keep destroying characters. They don't even know what to do with R2. They put him in a coma in the original.
I know they literally turned him off. Like,
yeah. No, I don't want that. And Fritz earlier said, who would have thought a Boba Fett show would suck? Well, who would have thought an Obi-Wan Kenobi show would suck?
Dude.
they don't know what they're doing with it. And that's what makes it so painful. They have no fucking clue.
And the people that just eat it up like it's the best shit ever, I'm like, you don't know anything about Star Wars. You have no standards either.
Yep. I completely agree. I'm so glad that there's people like you, Anna.
When normal-minded people that like this shit.
Some of the comments on, like, I'm sure you get them a lot too, but like some of the comments on my reviews and stuff, it's just like, God, like seriously, you're just calling me a baby and lives in my mum's basement or something. Like, dude, I own my own house. I have a full-time job. This is like just a fun thing for me to do. And the best criticism that you can say against my criticism is that I'm an idiot. All right, thanks.
That's people on the internet for you, though.
Yeah.
But no, there's a couple of like YouTubers, I'll tell you like off air, or I'll have to send you a screenshot of it because I can't remember their names. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure this person has blue eyes or green. I don't know because their photo's so yellow, I can't tell. I'm going to zoom in and you can tell me. What color do you think this is? Is that blue or is that green?
Oh, I would almost say that that's green to me.
I know, but it's like so yellow, you see?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I don't know.
Kind of got yellow around the pupil, and then it goes sort of to this like lighter green.
Well, person, if your eyes aren't green, I'm sorry. We're going to go with like a grayish, greenish, yellowish thing.
God, how do you do your color palette when you like, I guess you just learn these things, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I always found color theory interesting. And so a lot of people don't like it, but I had to take multiple classes on understanding colors. And so it's honestly just knowing your palette and then mixing them to match what you're looking at, which is really easy when you have reference. If you're trying to think of a color, out of your mind, then it gets more challenging because you have to, there's nothing to match it to. Like this, I can mix it and hold it up and see if it matches or not.
Yeah.
But
Douglas says hazel, and then Space Monkey says green. That's green. I would have gone with green, just on how it looked.
I could always look up his email and see what he said. He said his eyes were green or blue. I might actually do that.
You always ask the chat, like, what's your favorite color eye? What's your favorite color eye?
To paint, probably like dark brown.
Yeah, okay.
Yours were actually pretty easy or like fun to paint.
Yeah.
Oh, did I show you? I have this recording. I'll show you when I'm done. I have yours all leafed and framed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you wanted the copper.
Yeah. I thought it would go better with skin color and eye.
No, it looks
color.
good. It looks good.
Mm.
Yeah, I was thinking like, I was like, oh, everyone's going to pick like one color, but it's pretty even on how people have wanted the leafing.
Yeah, nice.
So I was like, oh, cool. I'm super excited for this I'm going to be close to 100, which is awesome. I just need to get faster, which I'm not good at.
You wanted to do, how many did you want to do? 200.
200.
Yeah. It's been a big project. You've been going for what, a year now doing this?
Yeah. It'll be weird when it's over.
Yeah. What are you going to do next? You should do pet's eyes.
Yeah, I have some pet's eyes. You should send me your cat's eyes.
I did, but the pictures I sent you said you needed something a bit better. So I was gonna wait till you're actually doing it and then send you something, because there's no point sending it to you now.
Gotcha. Well, I already have like some people that have sent me their animals' eyes. I'm just gonna go with that. So I have like a folder started, and it's like any animal. It doesn't have to just be like cats or dogs. Like I have a lizard.
That's
and
cool.
3 dogs so far. So the lizard's a bearded dragon. So I was like, oh, I've never painted a lizard before that I can recall. So that'll be fun. Okay. Let me do this. What was I going to do? I was going to pull something up. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. What'll finally be fun is when I get to have like a video of this come out. Like, here's 200 eyes in 10 minutes. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Have you thought of what you want to do after that at all?
Well, I definitely want to get that one, the plushie painting done. But we'll see. I enjoy painting eyes. I might do like smiles, but I think those ones I might only do like 50 because I don't want to paint teeth. I don't really enjoy it.
Do noses and get Nick to send you his. That'll take you a week.
Oh my god! Yeah, I guess I could. I mean, I don't.
My
think
nose is big too.
I don't think I would do 200 noses. Okay,
no.
Let's look up, what does this person say? Anonymous. Oh no.
How much longer is your calendar up for?
I don't know. I need to talk to my printer. I'm going to be dropping some more photos soon.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, because I know I haven't dropped like the last 3. I was kind of waiting to see if it would help. Okay, let's see. Okay, no, that person is definitely not anonymous. Who is this? My eyes are blue. Damn it!
Really?
Yeah. All right.
They don't look blue in that picture at all.
I know. Wow. They look green. Okay. I will remix them.
How many of those colors do you need to remix? Just the 2 green ones?
Yeah. That's fine.
They look yellow and green.
I know. Crazy. We're like Hazel, but no, he's blue eyes. All right. See, this is why like the lighting is important.
Yeah.
Like when I tell people, I'm like because they're like, "Oh, you're getting better," and I'm like, "No, the photo that somebody sent me was better."
Well,
And,
see, like the picture, the one that you painted of my eye was like
Mhm.
spot on. Like I can pick like I've seen you like put up pictures of like, 15, 20 eyes, and I can
Yeah.
almost pinpoint mine straight away. Like spot on. But that, like, yeah, that lighting.
Well, you sent
I
me
don't
a
know.
really good photo, and you have like natural light,
Mm.
and so I can actually see like the pigments in your skin and in your eye. Whereas, like this one, it's really yellow. So
Mm.
obviously, even the chat was like Hazel. It's like I was not expecting blue.
No. Not
It's
at all.
okay. It's okay. We can redo it. There'll be a little greenish blue. How's that? Else I can just guess. There we go. It's like phthalo. It's more. All right, anonymous person, you're getting some bluish green eyes because that's what it looks like in your damn picture.
Yep.
Yeah, there was someone that said like that I made their eyes a little too gray, but they liked it because it looks cooler. And they're like, it definitely looks like my eye. The color's a little bit off. And I was like, that's why I said the better the photo, the better the painting will be. So should have said accurate too.
Mm.
Man, your eyes are like mine, where they're you got the hazel eyes.
Yeah.
Which is fun. I don't have very many hazel eyes to paint.
How's your channel doing at the moment?
So I am not doing too good because I'm getting mass flagged right now because I might have been really drunk reading super chats and somebody might have sent me a super chat where it tricked me into saying a really bad word.
Oh.
Like your version of abo.
Oh, I see.
So I
No
got
good.
like all of my videos are under review and they meet like no matter what I upload, I get either demonetized or the yellow. And so
Well, I'm getting that on every single one of my streams at the moment gets the yellow. What is it? Limited.
Yeah.
And I ask for a review every time, and nearly every time it's like, oh, congratulations, your video, it's fine. And it goes back to green. But like, I go to your channel now. Is every single one of your videos supposed to be on a fundraiser?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm raising money for the orangutans because people hate it.
Oh, really?
Well, I like orangutans. I started off, I was like, oh, because everyone was like, oh, you can do a fundraiser. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. Like, I might as well, since I'm doing this anyway, like, I'm posting the video anyway.
Yeah.
I might as well help raise money for a cause. And I was going through ones with animals because I'm like, whatever I do, I'd want to help out animals. And so I found this one charity for orangutans that are like they can't be released into the wild, but they want to be in a cage-free environment. And so it's a bunch of like adult orangutans that are in cage, or so that way they can support them being in a cage-free environment. And I was like, I really like that, and nobody knows about it that I've seen. And so I was like, I'll try to help the monkeys. I know that they're not monkeys, blah blah blah. But so I did that, and I haven't noticed any difference between when I am doing a fundraiser and when I don't have it as a fundraiser. And then the people that are trying to get me canceled, they're like, oh, look, she does that because she's racist. And I'm like, I'm literally trying to help out orangutans, you assholes.
God.
I know.
People are just nuts.
I know.
Fucking
I'm
crazy.
like, so if I was trying to help out dogs, would I be racist still? And the answer is yes, because they have me deemed as being racist because I said LOL on a tweet and I said Steve Rogers was Captain America.
I
So, yeah,
love
they don't.
seeing some of your Twitter fights. They're fun to watch.
Oh my god, they're ridiculous.
But yeah, the reason why I asked was because I thought because there's been some shenanigans going on with monetization and stuff on YouTube, and I just thought that like it might have been a mistake, and it. But
No,
you're
that
definitely
one's
doing
me.
it. That's good.
Yeah, so if they try to get me, I'm like, but I'm promoting the orangutans. Like they already don't have a soul because they're gingers, but I mean, at least they can be out of cages.
Yeah.
You know.
Even gingers don't belong in cages.
I know. Even the ginger monkey things don't belong in cages, man. Now, let me turn it down. Let's see. It's super bright on here. Did you watch any Game of Thrones?
Like House of the Dragon or actual
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
House
No,
of the Dragon.
I never watched. I didn't even watch Game of Thrones, and like everybody, like even my sister and stuff, she's like, "Oh, that's a show that you really like," and I'm like, "Yeah, I might get into it," but by this stage, there was already been like 5 seasons or something, and it's like to do a catch up on 5 seasons of that.
You don't need to watch any of Game of Thrones to get Rings of Power or
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
I've heard that it's good, and I might just because I
It is
do
good.
want some. I do want something good to watch, but it's almost like now with how our entertainment's been going, I almost get to a point now where I'm like,
You're
know what?
scared to watch something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait and see what happens when it ends, and if it's good, then I'll go back and watch it. I know I'm super late, and I'm probably gonna get spoiled on certain things, but it's kind of like everybody was like, "Oh, watch The Boys, watch The Boys," and then apparently season 2 it like fell off a cliff, and I was like,
I mean, just watch. I like that show just because of Homelander.
Right.
Like, I don't care about anyone else. Like, sometimes you do because it's like, oh, the plot. But I mean, just if you just watch it, what's the guy's name? Anthony something. If you just watch it for him and his performance, it's worth it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, you know how there's some actors that you like, and it's like, oh, Johnny Depp. I'll watch this Johnny Depp movie just because I like Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah.
So that's how I feel about The Boys. I'm at that point where I'm like, I literally just want to see what Homelander is going to do.
Yeah.
Everything else is just kind of dumb. I don't know why, like, Homelander reminds me of someone in real life, and I can't, like, pinpoint who it is. It's probably, like, an old coworker or something. But I'm just like, gosh, this reminds you of someone in real life. But, yeah. I mean, The Boys are off season, so you can catch up now.
Yeah, true.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, you're going to change your name back on Twitter to that Star Wars girl, or you're just going to leave it as that Star Trek girl because of good old Kirk?
Oh, my God. Well,
how good was that?
That was like it was amazing. I was like, this is life-changing. Captain Kirk responded to me, especially after I made a complete fool of myself when I met him.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God.
So good.
And okay, so Mark Hamill soft blocked me when that happened.
Really?
Yeah, because
it showed up like bitch.
I know, because when William Shatner like tweeted at him, it was like I couldn't click on his name, and I was like, did he block me? And then I saw like later that he had like unblocked me, but I wasn't following him anymore. I was like, motherfucker blocked me and unblocked me. Bitch.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was one of the greatest days of my life. I might change it back like maybe after Halloween.
Yeah.
But also like all the weirdos, they're like, oh, you changed your name because you got ratioed over the Kiki Palmer rogue tweet. And I was like, no, I changed my name because William fucking Shatner asked me to.
Yeah, he wanted me to. How can you not?
When Captain Kirk tells you to change your name, you change your name.
Yep.
When Captain Kirk tells you to do push-ups, you ask how many.
Yep.
Like, that's just how it works. They don't know. They're uncultured.
Yeah,
and somebody was like, nobody cares about Captain Kirk. And I was like, go away. Nobody wants you here. But yeah, that was one of the greatest days of my life.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get that printed on a t-shirt and then go and meet him.
Yeah. Go and get it signed.
I know, right?
Signed tweet on your t-shirt. Yeah. How good.
I might actually do. So he's going to go to LA Comic-Con, and I think I'm going to do that. Can you please sign this t-shirt of me?
With his tweet on it.
Yeah.
So good.
See if he'll respond. Maybe I'll get a follow out of it too.
He is one of those guys that just, well, he's getting on a bit now, so he really doesn't give a shit. But like,
yeah, he does not care.
He doesn't care. But he's like still.
He's lucid. He's super like sharp.
Yeah.
I want to get him on my show so bad.
It's kind of like how I feel about Tom Cruise being the last real sort of
celebrity.
Well, yeah, or movie star, to the point where like he actually cares about his craft enough to still make good entertainment, as opposed to allowing the woke shit to really infiltrate what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look at Mark Hamill. Okay, so Mark Hamill, when the sequel trilogy hit, he was really coming out and really speaking his mind, right, on the actual entertainment side of things. But then as soon as I don't know what it was with him, he's gone off the rails. Obviously, politically, he's gone completely off the rails. But just aside from that, I mean, he was never a big movie star. I'm not trying to put him in the same class as like a Tom Cruise, but, you know.
He was still Luke Skywalker.
That's right. And I don't know. He's just... There's so many people like that. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger was another one. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I thought, you know, these people couldn't be affected by everything. Like they're just going to do what they do and we'll be happy with it and it's fine. But then they come out and start acting like absolute idiots.
Well, to be fair, Arnold has he had a really bad divorce, so he's probably, I write it off to he needs more money. So he will say and believe, or I wouldn't say believe, but he will check whatever box he needs to get a payday to make up for all of the money that he owes his ex-wife.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, maybe you should have been banging the housekeeper, man. Like, she wasn't hot. But I don't know. Tom Cruise is just fucking crazy. And I think that works in his favor. And because all the woke people are afraid of him because they're like, we don't want to upset Tom.
Yeah.
Because could you imagine a woke person trying to like cancel Tom Cruise? I mean, he just have all of like his crazy, I don't know, his crazy following.
Yeah. That's the best way to say
so I don't
it.
Get struck on this.
I was going to say
so
that's
I don't
the best way to
get
say
struck
it.
on the YouTubes. Tom's very loyal.
Couch jumping people.
Yes.
Those ones. Yeah.
Yes. I wouldn't want to mess with Tom Cruise either. But we get good movies.
Do you
the fear thing really works.
Do you like Sean Bean as an actor?
Sean Bean? Yeah, he was the dad in Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's right. He was in Game of Thrones. Yeah, I heard that. They killed him off, right? Early on.
Yeah, he dies like in everything.
He really does.
Except
really
National
does.
Treasure. He survived National Treasure.
He did. Oh, it's actually funny because I asked you about this movie when you were doing your last painting, or the last one that I saw.
Equilibrium?
Equilibrium, yeah. And he dies in that too.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that movie could have been so much better. It reminded me of another one. I can't remember what it's called. There's like a lot of books that were coming around that time, kind of about the government trying to do the whole 1984.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we're running out of space, so you can only have like a certain amount of children. Oh, it's our emotions. You can't have emotions. And I'm like, didn't you watch Star Trek with the Vulcans? Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you like that movie?
Yeah, I really do. I think Christian Bale's really good in it, and I think Sean Bean's really good in it. But I just like the idea. I like the whole concept of the movie.
Yeah.
Did
Could
you
you
ever
imagine
see?
living in that world?
Oh no.
Fuck that.
Yeah. No emotions, no feelings,
Nothing.
nothing. Did you ever see the movie The Raid? I know
The
I'm going
Ring?
all over. Yeah, The Raid.
The Raid? No, I have not. What's
Oh,
that one?
that's a good movie. It's like a sort of, it's a bit like, did you ever see the new Judge Dredd movie, or the new Dredd movie, the newest
Yeah, I
one?
didn't like it.
Well, it's a bit like it's a bit of that concept where they sort of get stuck inside a building that's pretty much owned by like dealers and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and they've got to sort of try and raid the place. This sort of SWAT team, and it's more kung fu based though, like, or karate based.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Who's in it?
it's I don't think it's anyone you'll know because it's. Let me see.
Is it
I'm
a
looking.
kung fu movie?
Well, it's a bit of a mixture between kung fu and I don't know, Chad. Help me out. How would I explain it? I've got it in my hand and I can't even. The writing's so small, and I don't have my glasses with me. I can't. Let me search who's in it. I don't think it's anyone you'll know. The Raid is great, and they remade it. Did they remake it, Fritz? Morbius? It's not like Morbius. I haven't seen Morbius, so I actually can't say whether or not it is.
Yeah, I heard that was one I should pass on.
Yeah, I heard that too. Raid, here we go. Man, I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Iko. It's Iko, and then his last name. This is the main character. Uwais.
Oh, is it an Asian movie?
Well, yeah, but it's all in English.
Mm.
Well, the copy that I've got's all in English. Morbius 2 is happening. It's Morbin time.
Oh, yay. Because everyone wants that movie to get a sequel.
I reckon you'd like The Raid. You should watch it sometime.
I'll put it on the list. I'm just waiting for Tarantino to make another movie.
Another movie, yeah. We need something. I'm so sick of the remakes.
He said that he's like basically done, that he only wanted to do 9 and he might do like something else. But he's like, I have a kid. I want to be in my kid's life. And I'm like, fuck, I can't judge you for that, man.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm old. I want to spend time with my family. And I'm like, you bitch.
Pastor Flash says, yeah, watch The Raid. It's good. Oh my God, The Raid was freaking amazing, says Steve. Yeah.
And so it's just they have to raid a building, and what happens?
Yeah, basically, and just shit goes wrong, and shit goes right. Okay. That's it is a bit like the new Dredd movie in that sense, but I think it's better, honestly. And I didn't mind the new Dredd movie.
Yeah, I was watching it when I was still dating my ex, and I just wanted to murder him. And I'm just like, I didn't want to be watching it. So, you know, when you watch something and you're already in a bad mood and like you just finished a fight, and I'm like, the last thing I want to do is sit here and watch this fucking movie.
Yep.
So maybe if I rewatched it, but like in my mindset, I'll always associate it with that. And I'm just like,
Fair enough.
yeah. I remember that the chick from Game of Thrones was on it though, Cersei. Lena Headey or something.
I don't know because I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You're talking about
The queen from 300. She's the bad guy in the movie.
Oh, yeah, that correct. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together until you just said that.
Yeah.
There you
She
go.
looks a little bit different as a
Yeah.
drug lord.
Junkie. Oh.
Yeah, I remember that because that was when she was like popular again because of the Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was going crazy. I remember like it being really hyped when it was coming out, and I was like, oh yeah, I like Carl Urban. He was good.
I reckon he played a really good Bones, honestly.
He actually did a good job. He's a really good actor.
I can't deny the casting for the new Star Trek. Like
They just got the shittiest fucking idiot making them.
Yeah, that's right. But the casting for them was actually like even the worst one. I think it was the last one that they did where they get stranded on that planet?
Yeah.
Like some of those conversations that Scotty and Bones have because they're together in being stranded together, like they did it so well. But yeah, it was a shit.
Well, Simon Pegg likes Star Trek, and so does Carl Urban. So I'm like, you got two people that actually like their characters.
Yeah.
And you have J.J. Abrams who he doesn't even fucking like Star Trek. And I'm like, get off of this movie then. There'd be a million people that would want to do this.
But that's like Tony Gilroy with Andor. I know I keep coming back to it, but like he's come out and actually said like he doesn't like Star Wars. He never did, never watched. Like I don't know if he says he never watched it, but he was never a Star Wars fan. Never liked it, and he's making Andor. Like, why do they get these people that never liked these things in the first place to make them? I don't get that.
Because they don't care to destroy them. They don't care if they're fucking them up. The people that do care, that do like it, say no. Like, yeah, that's fuck right. You.
True.
Like, I know, like, me and you would walk off. We'd be like, no, fuck you. I'm not doing that. I'm not making Luke Skywalker throw his lightsaber. Go fuck yourself.
Yep.
And we'd get fired. So all the people that are like, I don't give two shits about Star Wars. All right, well, we'll do that.
I'll do it. Oh, man. If I got asked to make Obi-Wan Kenobi, I would have burnt the script before I left. Not that they wouldn't have more copies of it, but like...
Yeah, I'd be like, fuck you guys.
Making them fight again. Twice.
So fucking bad.
And Obi-Wan beats him and doesn't kill him. Sith is our speciality, but I'm going to let Luke do what he needs to do. I'm going to just walk away now after I've beaten you and you've just told me that Anakin Skywalker's dead, so you are truly a Sith and I should just chop your head off right now.
And he didn't even do what he was supposed to do. He didn't protect Luke. Luke would have fucking died if Reva didn't have, like, an epiphany. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't
have a moral...
maybe I shouldn't kill a child. I don't know.
Oh, I can
and,
see
like,
myself.
Obi-Wan failed. He 100% failed at his job. Did you see the fucking weirdos that were shipping him and Leia?
Yeah.
That shit was disgusting.
Weird.
Like, fucking pedo shit. And then I was like, oh my god, they're
so weird. They're so weird. There was a tweet. I actually might send it to you if I can find it again. I think I've got it still saved. But there was a tweet that somebody put out, and they were like, oh, today I got asked by somebody, oh, what's like, I told somebody at work or something like this that I really like Star Wars. And they asked me, what's your favorite ship? And I said, Din Cobb. And basically the tweet goes on to reference that, oh, they meant actual spaceship, not like Din Djarin and Cobb Vanth was their favorite ship in Star Wars.
My God. They're literally making this for like the Twilight fans.
It's so weird. I don't know what happened to these franchises and these fans within these franchises.
They're a bunch of horny losers that can't get laid, so they get off on like shipping imaginary characters because they imagine themselves fucking them.
But who gets off on shipping Din Djarin and Cobb Vanth? Like, what's with all the gay ships?
It's the same thing. I follow like all of like the Henry Cavill and like the Witcher tags, and I swear every single day I just get weird gay porn in my Twitter feed because it's everyone putting him and what's his name, Jexer together.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't need to see this. Like, I have no problem with people being gay. I don't need to see intense, aggressive gay fan art. People are fucking weird. People have no lives.
Yeah.
I swear, it's just their weird, kinky fantasies that they are trying to, like, live out. Like the whole Raylo shit. I'm like, he's literally a fucking murderer.
Yeah.
He murdered his fucking father. He, like, stood there while, like, they destroyed 8 planets, and you want her to get with that guy? Give me a break.
Yeah.
And then they're like the first ones to call you racist, but then when you point out it's like they kind of had it set up that she was going to be with Finn. They're like, no, fuck him. He's not good enough for her. I was like, all right.
That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to watch any Tales of the Jedi?
I keep seeing that pop up. I might, just because I'm like, that one, it's piqued my interest more than anything else.
Because of who? Because of Dooku or because of Ahsoka?
I thought that there was going to be Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Well, there's going to be Anakin and Obi-Wan in it because, well, I don't actually know if there's going to be Anakin. There's going to be Obi-Wan because there's
like the new animation for him.
Oh no, they will because they're going to have a connection with Ahsoka in there. So, and you know, it's only 6 animated shorts, right?
Yeah, that's what I saw. So I was like, it's not like it's going to take up too much of my time. I might as well.
I feel like the release date for that's weird though.
Why
would they choose? Well, it comes out on the 26th, which is next Wednesday, right?
Okay.
And what else drops on Wednesday? The episode of Andor.
Andor season finale. No, not finale.
Not the season finale, but it's just another episode of Andor. Like, wouldn't you drop it like the Friday or something, 2 days later? Why would you drop it on the same night that you've got your...
Because you have retards running the show. And that's insulting to retarded people.
It is. It really is. It really is. Have you got a Rumble? Have you started a Rumble
channel? I have a Rumble and an Odyssey and a Locals.
I've got to follow you on Rumble. Is it just that Star Wars girl?
Yeah, you can't have any spaces in your name though, which is annoying. No. So yeah, I'm on there.
I started a Rumble as well.
Did you see like everything happen with Nick?
Yep. And it was after that, man, I reckon half of Rumble blew up because of that.
Oh, 100%.
There you go. You just got my sub.
Oh, thank you.
Do you mind if I drop my link in your chat?
Oh no, go ahead. Plug all your shit.
I got to try and get to 100 so I can stream over there. I need 100 subscribers and I've got 31 at the moment, so I would really
guys, go over there and
if some of you guys could by any chance go over and give me, I just dropped it. Give us a sub over on Rumble. That'd be awesome. Give us a sub on YouTube too. That'd be cool. But yeah, I really want
your shit, man.
It's really just that. It's my
Guys, go
YouTube.
follow my friends.
It's my YouTube, my Rumble, and my Twitch,
Plug your Twitter too.
and my Twitter. I'll put my link to my Twitter in there. I've been, like I said, I've been coining the phrase Disney seal. I've been doing this like Disney seal alert. So it started off with Disney shill alert. So like everybody who's like putting up these posts raving about Andor and stuff like this, I put the Disney shill alert. I started with that. And now I've just changed it to Disney seal alert. So I use the picture of the Disney seals clapping with it. It's kind of funny. Well, it's funny to me.
Oh yeah, so there's this one channel that like keeps commenting on my videos, and I'm like, I know they only want to fight with me, so I'll fight with them, and then they can get like clout from fighting with me.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, you just want it to be all action scenes because you think it's too boring. And I'm like, no, that's not what I said. I'm like, nothing happens in this episode, like literally nothing.
That's the thing, though, is
like look at everything that happens in one episode of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that's a great example.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, that I only want action. I'm like, just a fucking, like, a conversation that would be interesting and compelling and well written can save your fucking show.
Yep.
But
see, that's the thing. People like don't think that we understand what these conversations are, and that's wrong. We understand what these conversations are. They are just essentially meaningless. They've got no substance to them, and it's like, okay, I'll give you an example. In this last episode of Andor, right, you get that scene with Val talking to Luthen's assistant, right? Remember when Val is on Coruscant already and they're already started moving the credits?
Shower.
Yeah. Which is crazy in regards to the time jump, because I thought Andor was the only one that was able to pilot the ship that had all the credits on it. So how did they get the credits moving? How did Val get onto Coruscant and all this kind of stuff? But she's like, we need you to hunt down basically Andor now and kill him because we can't have any loose ends. Well, hang on a second. He gave you the Kyber crystal. Are you going to give that to the assistant to give back to Luthen? And are you going to tell him or tell her that he wants Luthen to forget about him and he's going to forget about Luthen? So, like, why would I need to hunt him down? He's already said that he wants nothing more to do with it. He did what he said and he's been paid for it. But no, they don't even hand the Kyber crystal back. They don't even do any of, like, these plot threads just seem to stand up for a second just to push the story forward, and then they just forget about it.
Don't you like, though, how because he mentioned, like, shit from KOTOR and people were losing their minds? I'm like, you didn't know what the fuck that shit was until you Googled it after the episode.
Yep.
Like, you don't even know what the fuck a Kyber crystal is.
Yep. It's like when you see Starkiller's helmet, Starkiller's armor in Luthen's shop. Like, people just fucking blow a load. It's unbelievable. They see
or what are those
holocrons.
things that the Twi'leks have? Those little, like, family shrine things that's from Rebels, or that, like, that was a whole plot of, like, one of the Rebels episode.
Yeah.
Well, even when they mentioned Ryloth, I'm like, I know what Ryloth is. I know what planet that is. But all these fucking people that are like, oh my god, they mentioned Ryloth. It's official. I'm like, there's been Twi'leks in fucking Star Wars forever. Like, give me a break that you just learned what Ryloth was.
That's, yeah. They're the Disney seals.
100%.
Again, like, you know, they mention Palpatine in this episode, and the amount of people that were like, oh, Palpatine, oh, they said his name. It's like, yeah, so
no
what?
shit.
No shit, exactly. It's ridiculous. But it makes me really sad at the same time as it makes me angry. Like, guys, if you want some entertainment, go and watch just even watch the first 10 seconds of my episode 6 review. Like, the amount of people that have gone, I pissed myself laughing just from that opener. Yeah, just
which one was nuts. Episode 6?
Episode 6 was the actual heist episode.
Oh my god. Where the one chick the women didn't do their job.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't knock out the communications, and
They
I'm like,
didn't even
you
do that properly.
fuckers! Wasn't
I
that your
know.
one job?
But see, I reckon that's the whole thing, though. They did do it properly, but they needed a way for the whole mission to go bad. So they made it so like they didn't do it properly. But it's just contrived storytelling.
See, I thought they were gonna do something a little risque because it was the two women. So I was like, oh, are they gonna be like hoes going into the?
Well, they're a lesbian couple, right?
What? No, they're not.
Well, in that episode, she grabs her hand and says, "Are you going to be okay?" or something. They really imply. So in the previous episode,
I did not get that impression at all.
but
Are
it
you
has
kidding me?
actually now been confirmed that yes, they are a couple. So
What?
yeah, they've actually confirmed it. So let me tell you, in the previous episode to that one,
Oh, that's when the guy was
Skeng-
like, she's taken.
yeah, she's already sharing a blanket with someone, is the way he puts it, right?
Yeah.
Says that. And then in the next episode, she puts her hand on her hand and goes, "Are you going to be okay?" And they're like, and I was in my review, I'm like, kiss her. Fucking just kiss her. Get it over and done with. Just do it. Anyway, they obviously didn't kiss. But
I
then,
did not get the lesbian impression.
Then in the next episode, she asks Luthen's assistant about the girl, and she's like, she's doing what she was told to do. But they've now confirmed that, yeah, they're actually a couple.
I did not get that impression.
Yeah.
They are really bad fucking storytellers.
Really bad. How'd you feel about the brothel in the first season?
I mean,
First episode, I mean. Is that what makes entertainment like more adult? Is it like having a brothel and having like now we've had 2 implied sex scenes because obviously Andor on the touristy planet, he scores with this chick and she's in bed while he's having a shower.
well, I mean, so that one, the one with Andor, like her in bed, like that one wasn't weird for me because I'm just like, Anakin got up and like from the bed with Padme,
Yeah.
I mean, she was obviously pregnant, so obviously some shit was going down.
Mm-hmm.
But whatchamacallit, the one with the girl, like where she takes off her shirt or like her jacket and like her shirt is so thin that you can like completely see her bra, and then she just starts walking into the guy's room. I was like,
Yeah.
this is not, if you want to argue that this show is for kids, yeah, this isn't for kids.
Yeah.
There's a way to do these things and have it not be this way, and they're not doing it right.
Yeah.
But the brothel thing, I think as an adult, I know what it is. As a kid, probably not. But the guys were just a little too much. Like, I think that they should have actually been slighted in a way. Like, they were like, no, I paid for her. And she's like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, I think that could have been done better. But him killing them in cold blood and then making the bad guy of the episode the security officer, like that I thought was stupid because I'm just like, the guy's literally just doing his job. It's not like he's maliciously trying to hunt down Andor, which that really should have been what it was some guy got slighted because the hoe wanted Andor, not him. And so he's like, fuck this guy, I'm going to hunt him down and be a vindictive asshole. That's how you have a villain.
Yeah.
But no, they're like, this guy's just like, 2 of my coworkers got killed by some criminal. I'm going to try to find them. I'm like, you made the bad guy the good guy in this situation.
I find it funny that they dropped the story thread of him looking for his sister like almost immediately, like he doesn't care about it anymore. Even though they brought it back in this last episode with his mum, quote unquote, telling him to stop looking for his sister. But they also like the whole thing was that he stole that, that box thing that Luthen first came to Ferrix to
so
talk
that
to
way
him
he could
about.
find her.
Yeah, and then that gets completely dropped because obviously it gets left in that shed and that gets destroyed. Like, to me, it's like they're just putting things in to try and move the plot forward, but they just keep forgetting about everything that they've created as they're moving forward. And yes, Douglas, you're right. It's so predictable. It's also predictable. Like I certainly predicted that they're trying to build stakes through these other characters because they can't kill Andor, right? So I knew that the heist was going to go bad and that they were going to kill off. Well, I honestly thought that it was just going to be the kid that was writing his little book.
Yeah, which he did die. So
Yeah, which he did. But I didn't think that they were going to kill off like the
black guy.
the black guys, the two black guys.
Oh, the other one died?
Yeah, they both got shot. They both got killed.
Oh, well, see, when the one black guy was like, cover me, and the guy didn't, I was like, oh, he's going to turn on him. He's definitely a bad guy.
I'm so glad you noticed that too. I'm like, man, he pulled out his shot once and then ducked behind, and then the guy ran. It was like, what are you doing? Like he said, cover me. Oh my God. So
no, I knew
bad.
instantly. I was like, okay, yeah. Well, he wanted him to die, so that would be one less person
True.
that he'd have to fight to get the credits from.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, he used to be a stormtrooper. And it's like, oh, so Finn wasn't the first one that defected. Okay.
Yeah. And
apparently all the black stormtroopers defect, though.
Yeah, even that black female stormtrooper in
Reva.
in Rise of Skywalker. No, Rise of
yes.
Skywalker. You know, the one that Finn meets, and she's like, I was a stormtrooper. And he's like, I don't know if you can remember that. But yeah, they seem to all be black people. Stormtroopers are all black now.
Well, they're the slaves of the Empire.
Yeah. Star Wars is not supposed to be about sex. Yeah. I don't think they've necessarily made it about sex, but like it's kind of like from what I'm hearing from people in regards to them saying, oh, this show's so much more adult. It's like, no, the writing's really bad. The editing in this last episode was choppy and all over the place.
It really was.
Like that was another thing that I was like, I agree with Anna on that. Like when you were saying they need to hire an editor. I'm like,
they really do.
They really do. Like this is really bad. Jedi Knight says hashtag justice for Gina Carano. Okay, I've got a little thing with the Gina Carano thing, right? Now I love Gina Carano. I think she's a great. Don't know her from a bar of soap, but like from what I've seen with her, seen her with Drunk 3PO and stuff like that, I think she's an amazing person, right?
I've gotten drunk with Gina.
Aren't you lucky? But there are contradictions with her character from season 1 to season 2 of Mandalorian. There are definitely contradictions there in the character. But Drunk 3PO was doing a stream and he asked the question of the chat. He's like, okay, so if Gina Carano, and I don't think he was implying anything by it. So guys in the chat, like he wasn't implying anything by this. But he asked the question, if Gina Carano was to be like offered her role back in Star Wars, would you go back to Star Wars? And I reckon 50% of the chat said yes and 50% of the chat said no. And like to me, I just thought about that and I'm like, guys, just because Gina Carano would get her role back as Cara Dune doesn't change the writing, doesn't change the direction, and it doesn't change the editing of these stories. It is still really bad. Like, just because they're going to bring in somebody that you like to fill her role again isn't going to make Star Wars good again. And it just made me think, like, we've all got to, like, a lot of people, they need to raise their standards with this stuff. Like, a lot of people tapped out when Gina Carano got fired the way she did, and I completely agree. It was bad. Like, the way they went about doing what they did with Gina was really fucking bad. Really bad. And I agree. Hashtag justice for Gina Carano. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, that's what it took for people to like be like, fuck Star Wars. Like, in all honesty, like what they were coming out with was like, fuck Star Wars. You know?
Yeah. Oh man, anyway. I hear you. I don't want to betray anyone's confidence or anything, so can't really say much on that. But
No,
as far
no. And again, I'm not taking any shots. Like, don't like. I
no,
just
you're not.
think,
I know. But you know, I mean, I did not like The Mandalorian,
Mm.
and I mean, Gina, like that, she literally just got paid to show up and act, you know.
Yeah,
So I mean, she's aware of things.
Yeah.
I think one thing is like they're so limited on time. Like one of the things with Boba Fett was like they did it as fast as possible, so it's shit.
yeah. Douglas, I agree with that. They even ruined Bill Burr. That. Oh man, in The Mandalorian, he's talking to in that episode when they're infiltrating the base, and Mando takes his helmet off to scan his face in an Imperial computer. That was stupid in itself.
Well,
But
it should have
Bill,
immediately been like, we don't have you registered.
yeah, exactly. Like all you got to
It's
do
like
is have a
when you
face.
scan a fake ID,
It's like
it's
have a
gonna show
face
up.
and we'll give you access. That's it. Have a face. But he's sitting down and he's talking with the Imperial guy from the part thing that he was a part of. And he's like, did the soldiers get their justice or whatever? Like they had families too and all of this kind of stuff. And then as he's leaving, he blows the base up. Like, okay, so all the people that you were just like trying to defend, you've just killed like more. Well done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So bad. So very bad.
No thought.
No creativity. None whatsoever. But let me just say, guys, like, again, I just want to say this, like, good on Gina for doing what she's doing now. Like, she's continuing, she's uncancelled herself to an extent, and good on her. Like, I don't want people to think, like, Ryan's a fucking idiot. Like, how dare he say that kind of stuff? Like, no, I'm not taking any shots at anyone. I'm just saying that we as a fandom need to sort of raise our standards a little bit.
Well, the people that they have as their fans, I'm air quoting now, don't want them to have any standards, so that way they'll actually watch their shit. That's the thing. Oh, eyes. Remember when I was just getting started on this project?
Yep.
So long ago.
So long ago.
Many, many moons ago.
200 watt studio for $10
thanks.
says, for me, Disney Star Wars was bad, and I checked out after The Last Jedi. But when
Same.
they fired Gina without cause, I was absolutely done. Fair enough. The bad writing was one thing, but the Gina thing, what's that?
That was like inhuman, man.
Exhausted any grace I had. I understand. Completely understand.
Well, and hey, that same thing with a lot of people. A lot of people were just like, oh, I got to watch it because it's Star Wars. And then that happened. And they're like, no, you guys are just crazy with power.
Yep.
And this is fundamentally wrong. Oh my goodness, I can't. Well, is there any shows that you actually like right now?
Well read, Rhino. Thanks. Yeah, I kind of like stumbled my way through that.
It's okay. That's me half the time.
Oh, I hate having like dyslexia. It's fucking bad.
Trust me, I out of anyone understand that pain.
I know you know. I know you know.
People make fun of me, and I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. Well, people make fun of me too, like Dan Blackroyd in the chat right now. Well read, Rhino. Sorry, what did you ask?
I said, is there any shows that you actually like right now?
Well, not that's sort of airing right now, but I have enjoyed Cobra Kai.
Oh, I haven't watched the latest season. I totally forgot about it.
Oh yeah, you need to watch that.
I heard people were like, oh, they checked out because like Miguel gets like mugged by like a white Australian person in Mexico.
It's true, that does happen. But
Did you feel offended for your people?
no, I kind of like, yeah, all right. I could see an Aussie doing that.
Oh, really?
like in a sense. Like, look, it's just I think that with what they did with Cobra Kai is it's loyal to its source material, and it still continues to be. They haven't yet gone, and they've made fun of woke culture throughout a few of their seasons or a few parts here and there. You know, remember when Johnny and Miguel are looking for students and he ends up going and talking to that chick and he's like, you know, he did his homework or whatever. Like there's moments like that I thought was good. I don't know.
I liked Miguel a lot, and like I didn't like him the last season that I watched.
Well, see, this is the thing. I really like what they did with Miguel and Robbie in this last season. Sorry, the last
Is there more of them?
Yeah, big time.
Okay, good.
I don't want to really
I felt
give
like
anything
Miguel
away.
was kind of sidelined, which made me mad because I liked Miguel. Miguel's my favorite character, like him and Johnny.
I agree. There's one moment in this season. It's my favorite moment of the entire season, and I think it'll be your favorite moment of the entire season, being that Miguel is your favorite character.
Are they both just like, fuck this bitch, Sam? I hate Sam. Sam is my least favorite character. I like everyone else. Well,
no,
I don't like her either.
Sam's probably my least favorite character too, but she's not too bad in this season as well. I think the next season though has to be the last one.
Oh, really?
I just feel like they just need to end it now. Like it's been a great ride, but like they need to put an end to it. But the way that this sort of twists and turns through this season is really good. The last one that they what season are we even up to? I can't even remember now.
I think 4.
Is it 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything that you're watching? Oh, House of the Dragon, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that one. I'm trying to think. I was watching something else I thought I liked. I don't know, chat. What am I watching?
Well, if I go to your channel, it's been She-Hulk.
Well, I think I wasn't reviewing
Rings of Power. But you're not really reviewing House of the Dragon.
Well, no, because I'm like, I don't really have much to say on it. I'm just like, yeah, I like that episode.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing that people don't get. I'm like, well, when there's a lot of stuff that you don't like, it's easy to like pinpoint them. But when you do like it, it's like, yeah, it was good.
I agree.
You know, I'm just like, yeah, it's good. Go watch it.
And that's the other thing too. When you actually enjoy something, you don't want to give too much away. You don't want to spoil it.
Exactly. I'm like, go watch it. It's good. Like, you'll see, and we can talk about it after.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a couple like about House of the Dragon, but I'm like, oh, you want me to like sit here and tell you like, oh, Matt Smith is a really good actor. Oh, that was a really good scene. Like, I don't know. Because people will complain if you are complaining or giving criticism, and then people complain if you're being positive. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, like how could you like that? That was really shit. Or yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'll tweet about it.
Yeah. It's kind of like
I post a lot of memes on Instagram about it.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's kind of like when Ryan did his reaction to the Batman, and he was like kind of saying Yeah, that was insane. People are crazy. We live in a clown world, and people are just insane at the moment. He was actually saying so to like he kind of liked it. There was a couple of things that he thought were a bit out of place and didn't really like, and those were the things that people nitpicked out of it.
I mean, he could have phrased things a little bit better.
True. Yeah, true.
Like when I saw the clip, I'm like, I don't see that as being racist.
No.
You know, like I mean, I know Ryan. I know he's not a racist.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I saw that clip before I watched the movie. And so when I went in and I watched it, I had that on my mind and I was like, fuck, I hate that I'm like counting. But no, there was some like good white cops, but like I knew what he meant. I'm like, yeah, they race swapped like everyone.
So the chat's telling me to tell you to check your lighting and brightness. The cam feed is pretty dark. Let me go to the stream because it looks okay to me on here.
Well, I don't have like my main light on, so that's probably why.
Did it change? Did it go from like being brighter to being darker, chat?
I don't know. Sometimes the focus will change and that'll fuck with the lighting.
Rica's stream was fun, including Anna.
Oh,
Were you on today?
Yeah, Rick Cada just randomly, he's like, do you want to come on my show? And I was like, sure. Well, I was on the couch watching Deep Space Nine with my dog. And then I realized because Peaches is out of town this week and he's like, oh, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm on the couch watching Darkness, Deep Space Nine. And he's just like, you know, it's Friday night. And I was like, yeah. And he's just like, you're not going to do something? I was like, I'm having kind of like fun right now. And he's like, you've watched Deep Space Nine a million times. He's like, he's like, you're not going to stream? And I was like, I don't know. And then I got a text from Nick and I was like, I guess I'm going to stream.
I've never watched Deep Space Nine. Is it worth?
It's so good. A lot of people say it's the best Star Trek.
It still holds up today because it's pretty old now, isn't it?
No, yeah. Well, they're all kind of old now. Yeah, no, it's good.
True.
Go watch it. Like, even Cecil had never seen it, and he started watching it, and he's like, yo, this shit's good. And I was like, yeah, I fucking told you.
I saw an interview with Keanu Reeves. And he got asked the question, like, if there was one role that you'd want to play again, what would it be? And he said Constantine.
Oh, yeah, and people were talking about him coming back.
Yeah, but like apparently he's been fighting to come back as that character for ages, and the studio keeps shutting it down. It's like, seriously?
Could you imagine telling Keanu Reeves no?
Yeah, no. No, I couldn't imagine telling him no. Like, who would do that? Why would you do that?
Well, that movie, I think, didn't it lose money?
Yeah, but I think now that it's been out for like it's been out for as long as it has, and now it's as appreciated as it actually is. I think if they did another one, it would actually do really good.
I remember my mom reading a review of it, and I guess like religious people didn't know it was based on a comic. And so they're like, oh, it's got the Antichrist and it like defames Gabriel, and not realizing that it's like, homeboy, it's like a comic.
So we've got a few people in the chats talking about Star Trek. Trek peaked at the Next Generation. I tried to sit down and go through and watch the original Trek, and I did struggle because obviously the effects aren't.
I love it.
I know, and don't get me wrong. I watched a fair bit of it, but then I sort of jumped and I went to the Next Generation, and that definitely holds up still. We got STD trying so hard to be like Deep Space Nine? Is that Star Trek Discovery?
Yeah.
What a name, STD. Do you watch any of those new? Have you watched any of those new Treks?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not. I tried watching. What was it called? Lower Decks, and I got 3 or 4 episodes in. And I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Did you see the episode of that on the holodeck where they're basically all naked or
Yep.
something?
I gave up. I was like, fuck this. Nope.
That was after that episode, was it? Yeah.
That was the last one I watched. I'm like, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
That made me so angry. But I mean, the people watching it don't know anything about Star Trek. Like, I met Q at Boston Fan Expo. And before he told me I needed to get a life, he asked me if I was watching Picard. And I was like, I hate it with every fiber of my being. And I was like, I wish that the people writing it would have actually watched the show. And he's like, that's what a lot of people say.
The crazy thing to me.
What?
Sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was gonna say I found out like later that he had he caught COVID that weekend.
Oh really?
And so like that's why he was in a bad mood, was because he was getting sick.
Yeah.
And so he was just not feeling it, and the last thing he wanted to do was talk to weird fans.
Fair enough. I was going to say the crazy.
Like, why would you tell somebody to get a life?
Yeah. I was going to say the crazy thing for me is like the people that play these roles, right? Mm-hmm. Why would they want to do that to their character? Like Picard, for example. Why would Patrick Stewart do what he did, like almost allow?
Well, he didn't like a lot of the stuff that they did with Picard. He wanted to get away from that.
But he still did it.
Well, no, not like, I'm not saying the show Picard. He has a lot to do. He's like helping them write the fucking show.
Yeah, but like that.
But he didn't like his character. Like, that's the thing.
The thing is, like, I get it, Larry. The money. I get it, right? Yeah, money. But like, honestly, the legacy of Picard, like when you watch The Next Generation, like fantastic. There's so many fantastic episodes. There's so many fantastic moments. The way Picard is in that. And then like I didn't watch Picard, like the new show Picard. But from what I've heard from people that were watching it and stuff, I won't. But the people that have watched it, it's like, how could he do that to his own character? Just because of money? Like, I don't know. I mean, you got to be pretty fucked in the head to do that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's not even Picard anymore. It's an android.
That's true. It's an android that they made look like a 70-year-old man.
90.
Yeah, that's true. Wouldn't they put him in like a younger android body?
That's what he says.
He's like, in the actual show?
Yeah, he's like, I would have liked a couple more years.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like, we made you just the way you were. And he's like, it would be nice to have youth.
Old people just like to get out of the house sometimes, Rono. It's true.
It is very true. Well, he retconned his fucking character, making that his dad was like abusive to his mom, because in real life, Sir Patrick Stewart's dad was abusive to his mom. And I'm like,
oh, so we need more real world shit in it, right? Is that what we need to see ourselves in it?
Well, I'm like, his dad was like, they had a struggled relationship because his dad wanted him to stay on the Vineyard, but he wanted to go join Starfleet. And I'm like, the last place Picard would be retired is at the Vineyard. He was like always trying to get out and do shit. I'm like, these people making this fucking show don't know anything about Star Trek or Card. It's so irritating.
It's like every franchise at the moment. Lord of the
Well,
Rings.
also, I'm just like,
everything.
now he's in love with a Romulan, and I'm like, give me a fucking break. I'm like, where is Vosh? Like, where are any of the women that he's actually interested in? The last thing Picard would be interested in is like his housekeeper.
But
Romulan.
didn't they like fuck up Riker and stuff as well though in this?
Oh yeah, so they made it so Deanna and Riker had two children. They had a son and a daughter, and their son got some kind of disease that could only be healed in an android or with an android brain. And I'm like, you have a fucking holodeck, you dumb motherfuckers. Like, you could if you already know how to cure this fucking disease, and it's illegal in the Federation to have an android. First off, bullshit. Second off, so I don't know, go to Cardassia, go to the Gamma Quadrant. I don't know, hit up some Feringis that would, smuggle this. I go literally anywhere outside of the Federation and cure your fucking child. But no, it's like, oh, our kid's dying. You're telling me fucking Riker and Deanna Troi wouldn't stop at anything, stop at nothing to cure their fucking child. You're telling me that Geordi wouldn't have like found a cure? It's like, oh, especially since they already know how to cure it with a fucking android brain, and like, so they're mad at androids because, and they don't like seeing androids because they're like, oh, you could have cured my son. And I was like, no, fuck you. If that's true, then you guys are terrible fucking parents.
But didn't they make androids like illegal to have or to build and stuff like that?
And androids are illegal, which I'm like, okay, in the Federation isn't all of space.
But what does that mean for Data? Like, isn't Data like
Data's gone? So that's the whole thing, is about finding Data. And finding Bruce Maddox, because Bruce Maddox is the key. And I'm like, are you really? This one random guy from one random episode? Give me a fucking break.
It's so weird.
They're so stupid.
Like, if they had have just watched like at least one episode of like
That's
Next
what
Generation.
I was saying. And I'm like, it's your fucking job. Just take a week and go watch Star Trek. Like, just a week. Maybe, take a month and say, I'm going to do research and just binge watch all of Star Trek. But it's so clear that they have never seen an episode. It's so, it's infuriating.
See, Data died in the last movie. Is that which movie?
Oh yeah, and well, it's like he could have died, right? Like, they're implying that something else happened in Nemesis.
Yeah, right.
Because he like sacrificed himself to save everyone.
Yeah.
Kind of like Spock.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so infuriating what they've done. And like, they literally had an android who's like supposed to be the sexy one, and her name is Sutra, like Kama Sutra.
Oh God.
And I'm like, you guys are not clever at all.
It's like names that they're coming up with from I don't know if you saw this or not. You know the High Republic, right? You clearly know
my
the High
God.
Republic.
Yeah.
Let me tell you one of their newest characters from Phase 2 that they're coming out with. I did a video on it. His name is, where is it? His first name is Sunshine. His last name is Dobbs. Sunshine Dobbs. It's like, wow, like you couldn't come up with something better than that. And the bad guys in it are called the Path of the Open Hand.
Of course.
So it sounds like something from like what's it called? Ip Man or something. some
There's just no
ancient.
creativity there.
It's weird. It's so weird. It doesn't even sound like Star Wars.
Those people hate me so much. They all like have me preemptively blocked on Twitter, and like the one British guy, he's just like, "Oh yeah, I blocked her because she comes into my chats and spews hate." And I'm like, "I didn't know you had a Twitter until you blocked me."
200-watt studio for $2 says, "Don't get me started on Guinan. Is it Guinan?
Guinan.
That's
Oh
Guinan
yeah.
in Picard."
I didn't watch that, so that last season I gave up. I was like, nope. Like they go back in time and everything.
Guinan is Whoopi, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad. That's literally
Yeah.
all I can say. I'm like, it's just so fucking bad, and it's so clear the people watching this they've never seen Star Trek. That's basically the only way to describe it. It's a show that's not for Star Trek fans, that's not made by Star Trek fans, and it's like, I don't know who it's for. I really don't.
It's kind of the same as everything, though. Like, it's the same with Star Wars. It's not made by Star Wars fans for Star Wars fans. It's the same with Rings of Power. It's not Lord of the Rings made by Lord of the Rings fans for Lord of the Rings fans. It's weird. It's kind of weird the culture that we're in right now.
It's like it became trendy to be a nerd, and so all the non-nerds that are used to being like the cool people, they're like, oh, we're gonna take over this nerd shit, and they insult the nerds for commenting on the fact that it's not the nerd shit.
Yeah.
And then they don't understand. They're like, we're all nerds. Like, we've been used to being insulted our entire lives. Like, you want to call us a Nazi again? Well, it's like, bitch, you don't know how to fucking use a lightsaber correctly. That's the wrong button. Like, you activated the lightsaber with the wrong fucking button. Like, how do you get that wrong? Fake.
There is that. But you know what pisses me off too? And I've said that, like, if anyone watches me that's in the chat, the fact that they like turn on lightsabers and like run with them on and stuff. Like, how about you wait till you get to your destination and then turn your lightsaber on? Like, stop just turning them on for the sake of turning them on. It's like, poof, look at Star Wars. Poof, look at Star Wars.
They need it for the to put in commercials. But then people are like, what about episode 2? And I'm like, you don't really, like, they were in a fucking arena. Like, the bad guys were right there and they needed it to deflect the blasters.
Yeah.
I'm like, you didn't even watch it. All right, eye is done.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you. Yeah, it looks really, really blue in the
Well, they did say their eye is blue, so
yeah,
they did what they wanted.
I did.
It's always the little light shine in the eyeball that makes it look really good.
It gives it that like little umph.
Yeah. It's really cool.
A little bit more.
It looks awesome, Anna.
Thank you. Gotta upload it now onto the
people...
Instagrams, which takes a minute. Alrighty. Pull up. Oh yeah, it did get really dark. That's weird. There we go. Sorry, everyone.
Hey, I tried to tell her, guys.
You did, but I was.
Oh, look how bright that is now.
Is that super bright?
No, it's perfect. But like, it would have been good to do that like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, probably. Oh well. Fucking finally. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, guys, so if you watched me do any of those like Halloween paintings, so the art show is tomorrow. I will be there. It's
the art supply warehouse in Westminster. It's from 4 to 7. I'm not going to be there the whole time. I might get there at like 5:30 ish, and I'll stay if like anyone is coming to meet me and see my paintings. So that's when I think I might get there. I don't know if I'm going to bring Tulip or not, but yeah, I will be there. So if you want to meet me in person, if you're in Southern California, I will be there.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm excited. You guys will get to see my paintings in real life. I know a couple people said that they were going to go. It's kind of nerve-wracking. I'm like, oh, I get to meet people in real life.
What, have you not done like a meetup thing or anything before?
Only like when everyone's already somewhere, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Like Anime Matsuri or
Well, it wouldn't be too much different from something like that, would it?
well, I mean, it's gonna be just me. Like, there's not other YouTubers there and stuff, and it's.
Well, if you're going to go and meet Anna, be kind, be nice. Don't make her nervous.
Don't murder me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I get kind of nervous because I don't think I'm that interesting, and like I get kind of socially awkward. So I'm like, oh, people are gonna come meet me. You know, but it's very kind. Just remember, I'm human. Don't be too disappointed.
Yeah. Don't just go up to her and start yelling at you. You don't know what Star Wars is, and you don't know what good Star Trek is.
Oh my god. Well, I've
Have you ever had a crazy?
No, everyone's always been super nice to me. Like,
you know why? Because the crazy people that do
they
that
all
on like
talk-
social media don't exist. They're not real.
literally all talk. That's all it is. If
Yep.
any of those people came up, I mean, they wouldn't come up to me in real life. There's been a couple people that have like, they take photos of us and then they tweet about it, and I'm like, why didn't you just say this to our face?
Yeah.
You know? Oh, it's because you're a bitch.
You got no balls.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to talk to who's ever in charge of like this art room or art studio and try to see if I can get, when my eyes are done, if I could get in that gallery.
That'd be
See
cool.
if I could do a show there.
Yeah.
We will see.
Very cool.
Hopefully. It'll be fun. We can watch your eye. Let me scroll back in time.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. People are like, why haven't you painted mine yet? I'm like, I'm going in order of submission. You took too fucking long. Here's your eye.
Yeah.
It's like, wanted your painting done sooner. You should have sent it to me sooner. Like all the other people that did.
Do you prefer people to send you a picture of them looking into the camera, or
Whatever way they want to.
Fair enough.
It's I kind of like not really knowing what it's going to be, because then it's more interesting to see like what somebody will submit.
Fair enough.
I do like it when people have more eyebrow.
Yeah.
Like yours were really fun to paint because you had lighting on, like, well, because I'm assuming you're sitting in front of your computer and that there's a window in front of you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the light's coming from in front of you from a window, so it's natural lighting.
Yep.
Which is always fun.
Yep. Yeah, it looks exactly like my eye. Well, you would expect it to, but like I said, I can pick it out of. Well, I'm pretty sure most people would actually. If you put them up all together, like you'd be like, "Yep, that's mine."
Well, there's one guy who I repainted his eye, and I didn't even know he was black from the first photo he sent me.
Oh, really?
Because the lighting was so bad. It was like pure yellow. And so I was just kind of guessing. It was just like yellow and then like pure darkness. And I was like, I felt bad because I'm like, it's really bad. It's a really bad, like blurry photo. And I said that during the stream. And he's like, oh, let me try again. And he sent me the photo. And I was like, what the hell? And I was like, this is like a million times better. And so I repainted his eye. Let me see if I can find it on here. Okay, so this is the first one. Like,
yeah.
And then I think it's like right here. That's what his eye actually looks like.
Wow.
So I have like the comparison. So this is from the first photo he sent me. Yellow lighting, like this was like pure yellow.
Yeah.
And it was super like blown out and blurry, and then it was like black. And I was like, and then he sent me a better photo. I was like, what the hell? Significantly better.
Well, it just goes to show you what different lighting can actually do.
Mm-hmm. Well, different quality of photo.
Yeah, different quality of photo too. Yeah. Well, didn't even spit those words out.
Well, that's the same thing with this painting that I just did. I'm like, we thought his eye was green, but it's like, no, it's blue.
Has Cecil sent you his eye?
Yeah, him and John have.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, like, if Cecil, it would just be the eye of the mask.
I know. Well, he has to send it to me again because I lost it because it was in his old Twitter account.
Oh.
Here, we'll watch the first time. Here, what was this? And then I'll show you the better one. But a couple people have like, oh, let me resend it to you, and I'm like, maybe I'll have to do a whole series of like the redos. But I think that this one, I'm actually kind of happy about it because it really illustrates perfectly, you know, how lighting and the quality of the photo really makes a difference for the final result.
For sure.
All right, guys, this next one is uploading right now. Okay, let me switch my microphone on here. Aside from your eye, did you have like a favorite one that I have painted?
I must admit, like, I really enjoy just watching you do it because just the way they come out, like, and I'm no artist, so to be able to make like a 3-dimensional image on a flat canvas, I just think that's talent. Like, just because I would never be able to do it. I couldn't say that I had a favorite. Like, I definitely like my own eye. Not to sound like
Oh no, I mean I think that's the exciting thing for people is like you always want to like find yours. You know? Somebody said Anna doesn't know who the pillar is, and then they retracted their statement. What are you talking about, Fritz? Here, we can go through them. Oh, everyone, I'm going to be doing sometime tomorrow. I have to do a P.O.Box stream, but I'll probably be sleeping. Anna voice skill, actually. Oh, yeah. I got on this like big thing about how like it's not talent, it's skill, and you have to spend a lot of time perfecting a skill. And then somebody gave me a lecture about it. Okay, so let's go back.
Somebody tried to lecture you about that?
Well, they sent me an email saying it was kind of like you need to stop being so like self-deprecating and like it is a talent to do this because not everyone can like sit there and do it, and like you have to have some talent to be able to achieve a skill. And I was like, all right, because they're like you could practice forever at a sport and you're not going to be good at it, you're not going to be as good at it as somebody who's like naturally talented at it. And I was like, all right, you got me on that one.
Yeah, there's some truth in that.
Okay, let's see. So this was the very first one, and I did not film it. I think it's okay. I think this one still holds up.
Yeah, for sure.
This is Patrick T. I'll just go straight to the photo. This one I think is a little bit more red, but I think that's because of the background. So usually when you're painting, you want to have kind of like a toned canvas.
Yeah.
And it helps bring out pigments. Like you can see like right here in the eye, it looks good, or like the tear duct.
Yeah.
It brings out those colors. But I had one canvas that was already painted black, and then I really liked the way that it came out. So I was like, oh, I'll just have them all on a black canvas. So got these ones. I think I've gotten better at eyebrows. Like this one, I like the eyebrow. This one, you didn't have much eyebrows, which is fine. This one, I don't think I did the best job on the eyebrow, but I am happy with the way that this one came out.
Well, other than mine, there's one that I actually think that the eyebrow in it is really good, and it's
Other than yours.
does it say who it is?
Yeah, they'll all say who they are. Let me see.
If you go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th row from the top. So count 5 down from the top.
Why don't you click on it and tell me what number it is?
Number says day 64 of the eye project.
This one? Hey, I clicked on it. 10?
Yeah, that one. I think the eyebrow in that is really good.
Thank you. Yeah, I like full really brows. They're fun to paint. True challenge will be able to paint John's ghost eyebrows. I kid you not. Me and Cecil were laughing because we're like, we can literally count like 10 hairs. And he's like, fuck you. They're like, no, it's literally like 10 of them.
He'll have to send you a shot with a beanie on so that it's covering him. Well, even the eyebrow next to my eye is actually pretty good, and the eyelash in that.
Yeah, that's what the lighting was like cool because it was reflecting off of his eyelashes. He sent me really high quality photos, and there was a bunch of different like angles and stuff. And then he sent me his mom's too.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, I think he's Scottish because he said something about his like pale skin and whatnot. But I was like, I picked this one because of the highlight on his eyelashes. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like I haven't gotten one like that yet.
And then if you go 2 down from that one's really good in the eyelashes and the eyebrow, I reckon.
I'll look in a minute on this one.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's been a while since I painted this. 38 weeks ago. I'm going very slowly through this. That one was fun. Okay. 2 down from that one?
2 down from that one in the middle.
Freckles?
Hold on. Yeah, freckles. Like the eyelashes.
Somebody said, are you going to do a side-by-side with the photo and the painting? No, I'm not, because I don't have permission from people to share their photos. I probably should have asked beforehand, but I didn't. And I don't want to share people's private photos with other people. If you sent me your photo and you know what your eye looks like compared to it, then I think that's fine. Like, unless I have permission from people to show their photo, I'm not going to share other people's photos.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
It's crazy looking at like all the different eyes and the different shapes and the different like eyelashes and eyebrows and yeah.
Talk about diversity. I think this one was like, I had a lot of fun with it. She's very interesting colors in her skin. And I thought that I had like, you see like the blue that goes into it. I just had a lot of fun painting.
Yeah.
like with the colors and stuff. It was fun. Oh my gosh, this one is like taking forever to upload. I'm uploading the one I just painted, guys. It will be up in a moment. If you guys aren't following me on my art Instagram, go do so. It's called The Art of Anna TSWG. Here's a link. It'll take you to the page.
There it is.
Yeah, this,
there.
like, I think like this part of her like eyelid, I was like, that was so fun to paint. And then like her, like the whites of her eyes, because it was in shadow.
Yeah.
It was like a dark turquoise tealish, which I thought was fun. And so this is her husband right here. And I'm like, it's so funny how like different they are.
Yeah, wow.
He had very pink skin, whereas hers had like more yellow undertone.
Very blue eye as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing too, like the different tones in the skins.
Yeah. Well, it also like all the different shades of like blues and greens and even browns for eye color. Like no one has the same eye color unless you're an identical twin.
You had an albino, yeah?
I found an albino and I painted them. They're one of the earlier photos.
Yeah.
And I think I should redo it.
Is that the one with the purplish eye?
No, it's blue.
Okay.
Like super white skin.
Oh, I think yeah, you can see the white lashes, the white eyebrow as well. I know which one it is.
Yeah, it's
that was number 8.
Yeah. Show you guys. Albino. If anyone knows anyone with albinism, send them my way. Okay, I'll just click out. And this one's on a smaller canvas. So I was actually debating on like deleting it and doing.
Yeah, that was when you decided to go with slightly bigger canvas, didn't you? You bought all those.
Well, I think I don't know why I just painted this one on a smaller one. So all of these ones are on 5x5s, and then this one was on 4x4 or 3x3. I don't know. It's smaller. But
the only thing is when you go to do like your art gallery thing, and there's this one random small one. We're like, whoa, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, maybe I should just take it out. I don't know. I'll put it at the end. I'll hide it somewhere. This one was fun because this one was like you got to see the entire iris. It wasn't cut off by one of the lids. And this one like perfectly illustrates like when you have a cool light, you have a warm shadow. So I try to tell people about that. The opposite of that.
Yeah, very cool.
It's fun though to see like how many people have picked like sending me their right eye or their left, like versus their left eye. Because I might, when I set them all up, I'll like all the right eyes on one side and all the left eyes on one side.
Yeah, true.
Might be fun. Might be fun to do. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever to load. I might have to go stand closer to my router. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna stand close to my router.
Go for it. Very talented. I wish I could draw or paint or do something like that. It's like all these comic book artists that are out there at the moment coming out of the woodwork. Like, how cool would it be to be able to draw like that? I think I took a photo of both my eyes too before I sent them. But see, I've got like a lazy eyelid, like one of my eyelids sort of just droops a little bit lower than my other, and I think I sent her the one that didn't. I thought that'd be better. Like, look how cool that is. It's very cool. We're just going to watch the same one over and over and over again. Bet you Anna would like the droopy eye. I don't know. Maybe that's what she should do. Like, she should get to 100, and then she should ask all the people that sent her an eye to send the opposite eye. And then you paint the opposite eye, and you put that on you do that in your gallery. You have a left eye and a right eye for every person.
Okay. Look at it's up.
It's up.
It's up. Here it is.
Nice. Yeah.
If you guys are on Instagram, go give this one a like, please, and thank you. Go leave me a comment on it too. Helps my interaction on the Instagrams. Like, I want to post other things that aren't just eyes, but I'm like, no, I like my grid.
Yeah, but once you finish that, then you'll have another grid of whatever the next thing is that you do. You'll do your pet's eye, like pet's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll have a massive grid of those. Or something. I think eyes is a good thing. Like, I know you were sort of saying mouth before, but like a mouth is a weird thing to, wouldn't it be a weird thing to paint?
Not really.
No?
I mean, people said that eyes were a weird thing to paint. They're like, you're Illuminati. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
Do people really say that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Another eye down. Everyone's like, you're never going to finish it. And I'm like, yes, I am.
Eventually, she'll get there.
Like, this guy was in the chat and he's like, she didn't put my freckles. I sent her that eye for my freckles. And I was like, yes, it's there. Don't worry. Very high quality photo, which I appreciated. Oh, Tulip's here. Hi, princess. Look at all of my eyes. Somebody was like, you're racist because you don't have more people of color. And I'm like, I don't control who volunteers for my project. Like, you want to send me your eye? And they're like, they don't respond. I'm like, oh, are you white? Is that why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't assume people's ethnicities. Like, this guy who sent me the first eye, his name's Gabriel. I'm not going to assume that he's white or not white.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know any of these people's life.
Do you like doing your landscape photos?
My
Landscape paintings?
Yeah, I do these when I'm at the in-laws' place.
Yeah.
It's fun. People always like watching, so. I don't know. I'm trying to get better at it because this is all about like speed and like you're fighting the sun basically. Like how much you can get before the sun moves.
And shadows are moving constantly, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sun.
So you just kind of have to block it in and then remember.
Mm-hmm.
But these ones I like because I get done in one session, and when I'm done, and that's as good as it's going to get, unless I want to go back at the exact same time and the exact same place the next day. So I can make sure that the whatchamacallit, the lighting is the same.
You can even see the shadow moving across the painting, like in the time lapse.
Yep. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like maybe not as many people enjoy these as they did my other stuff. Like, people like the portraits the best. Like this, it's one of Arwen people really liked. Like there's my sketch, and then it's honestly kind of like coloring in, like when you have a coloring book.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sketch it out, and then you can just see me basically coloring it in. But a lot of people like portraits more
Yeah.
than they like landscapes, at least from what I've experienced and like feedback from people.
Have you ever thought of painting yourself? Like, you know how
Myself.
you get, well, you know how you're doing all these pictures and everything for your calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever thought of painting any of them?
No, I don't think anyone would. I don't know. People in the chat, do you want me to paint myself? Dylan might like that because he's like, then he wouldn't have to edit anything. I don't know. Do you guys want a calendar of like my painting self portraits?
Could work.
People like seeing this, like the progress.
Mm-hmm.
I like posting it too. I was like, it's very therapeutic to me.
Very
Yeah.
good.
2030 calendar. I'll paint you, Anna. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yes, do self portraits, please. I don't want to do a self portrait. I don't like looking at my face. Like I have to see it enough. I don't need to paint it.
No, fair enough.
But yeah. Last 3 were blue. But you see, I always get thrown off, so it's like they're going the opposite direction. It's like the row's opposite. So they're all looking this way. It's like, nope, other eye. Both this way. Nope, other eye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me show you yours. Let me switch back my other microphone too. Okay. So once they're done, put them in like frames. So this is shiny silver. And you wanted copper.
Yeah, see, that looks good.
Yeah, it does. The only thing that's bothering me is I made sure the spacing was correct, but it looks off on here, which drives me crazy. Got little tulip hairs all over it. But yeah, it definitely like goes good with your eye color.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just have to add the thing on the back to hang it, but I think this gives it like that nice like finished touch that you go from something like this, which is literally just like an eye on a canvas, to this can be hung on the wall.
It just frames it. It's beautiful. It's perfect.
Thing is, it makes it heavy, so this is going to be a pain in the ass to ship to Australia. I'm so afraid to ship these. That's going to be like a nightmare when I actually do have to do it.
But you're not shipping them out to everybody, are you? Like I don't really need it. I thought you were doing that for like your gallery thing.
I am going to do a gallery, and then when I'm done with the gallery, if people want to purchase their eyes, I'm not going to not sell them their eye painting.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, well this is yours. I'm going to send this one to you.
Yeah.
Also, guys, if you want, this is a really good book. It's called The Secret Life of Color. It doesn't cover a lot of the colors that I use, but it's really interesting about like the history of each color and how it was created and different elements of it and what's in it. It's really interesting if you just want, and it's cool like for this one, Imperial Yellow. It's only a couple pages. I like this one. It's 2 pages. It's really short, and you get like a little history about the color. I like it. It's really interesting. If you want to learn something, this is one that I would highly recommend. So it's called The Secret Lives of Color. Recommend it. Good book. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. Rhino, thanks for coming on. Is there anything you want to shill or promote before
in the stream?
Not that I didn't sort of promote earlier. Like, please follow me on, sub to me on Rumble, my YouTube, and my Twitch, and you can find me over on Twitter, all under Raging Rhino.
How
Some
do you
of them
spell
have
that?
numbers. It's RAGING, Raging
There we go. I have it.
Rhino, Rhino RYNO. Yeah. So I'm just pretty much doing Andor. I will be watching the Tales of the Jedi. I don't know how I'm going to release that as like reviews. I think I'm just going to do a 3-episode one and then another 3-episode video. I think that's the easiest way to do it because they're 6 shorts.
Do you know how long they each are?
They did bring out the times. They're anywhere between sort of 15 to 18 minutes each, so they're not very long.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, thanks. It's been cool hanging out. It's been a long time, so it's been awesome.
When's your next stream?
Well, my next stream will be Casual Rage, which is my Friday afternoon in Australia or Thursday evening for you guys over on my YouTube. And there's also the Full Aussie, which is over on Lethal Lightning's channel, and there is an official Casual Rage channel too. It's Casual Rage channel. Sorry, there's an official Full Aussie channel now too.
Good for you guys.
Please come and subscribe.
Yeah, go subscribe to all of that. Mods, thank you for linking that throughout the stream. I appreciate it. And everyone, I'm going to be streaming either sometime tomorrow or Monday, depending on what time I wake up. Because I have to go to the art show tomorrow. I wanted to do a P.O.Box opening and get all these stuff open. So I might, I'm either going to do it tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed, before I have to go to the art show, and then rush home and jump on Flashcast, which Vic Mignogna is supposed to be on it. So go and watch that. It'll be on Flash's channel. I think he had said that he couldn't make it and that it was going to be like me or Tug hosting. And then I was like, I can't. And then he found out that the ticket said he was going to go. He's going to go watch some game or something. And then he's like, oh, it's actually for the next week. And so he's like, I can still host. And I was like, all right. But I'm going to be late to Flashcast because I will be at the art show, which is in Westminster at Art Supply Warehouse's gallery called Catless. And come meet me if you want and see my paintings in real life. And then Jack shows on my channel this week. Halloween stream. We're going to be in costumes. It'll be a lot of fun.
That should be cool.
Yeah, and Simpcast on Sunday. And I think those are all the streams I have planned right now. But everyone, thanks so much for hanging out. Go follow me on the Instagrams and give that post a like. Until next time, may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really